Alistair, in these days of high risk investments, is there any reason to have, in your opinion, more than, say, a minimum amount of cash in the bank and the rest in physical gold and silver, as long as you hold your gold and silver, I'd say, for a minimum period of 12 months? Your thoughts?
The answer to the amount of credit that you should hold is really essentially a personal one, because we do all our transactions in credit. But if you're talking about investment, then credit basically represents the risk, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Risk particularly since we have a credit bubble, and the credit bubble is the other side of the debt bubble. I mean, the problem with the credit bubble is rather like living in the shadow of a volcano. It's all lovely until suddenly the volcano blows and you've had it. So we don't know when this system is going to fall over. All we do know with increasing certainty is that the global financial system is well past its use-by date, and it is now at risk of falling over. And the ultimate insiders, who are central banks, obviously understand this, which is why they are accumulating gold and selling fiat currencies, particularly the dollar. So I think the answer to your question is you should have as much as you cannot afford to lose in gold, which is corporeal money. In other words, money which actually physically exists and has no counterparty risk, compared with credit, which is incorporeal money, which has no physical presence whatsoever, but is merely something which is digital or represented by, if you like, some sort of piece of paper. So that is really the crunch that we're coming up to. The incorporeal credit is now at very severe risk of losing its value, whereas the corporeal credit, which is gold, holds its value over long periods of time. We cannot say that the value of gold today is right or wrong, but we do know that it is safe. It is where you go if you want to preserve your wealth, as opposed to wanting to accumulate your wealth. You want to accumulate your wealth, you play the credit bubble. If you want to secure your wealth, you hold gold. And as to whether you should hold it for a year or more, I don't put a time scale on it. The only way in which I would, if you like, go back from gold into credit is if I was convinced that the changes that are occurring are going to secure the value of credit. And the principal way in which that is done is by linking the value of credit to gold, by making credit exchangeable for gold. And we're talking about currency in particular. Currency is credit. Don't be fooled. Don't think that currency is money. No, it is not. It is a form of credit. So the answer to your question is, it's not stupid to have as much as you possibly can have in gold or silver, indeed, as another form of corporeal money.
Yeah. Well, I know last year, the last 12 months, a 4% return was all you could expect on cash in the bank, and a 44% return was what I got owning gold.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to believe the further we move away from 1971, when we went off the gold standard, the worse it becomes for people who hold credit. They just got to hold lots of it, and they don't have to, and it's valueless at the same time.
Yeah.